Hello and welcome to Scriptcase by Jamie. My name is Jamie, of course, and the topic is Scriptcase. And on this channel, we are going to be developing content and portals and platforms and learning more about Scriptcase as well as PHP development and some JavaScript, so some HTML also, and other applications that will help you within your Scriptcase journey. In my previous video, I had just been speaking about backups and how important backups are. And in this video, I want to kind of remain on the same topic. So for that, I have here a project I'm working on at the moment, which is for a quote/invoicing system, which I will be releasing a mini training on soon. So I hope you do check that out. And of course, if you want to know when it's live, when it's available, make sure you subscribe, click those notification bells, make sure you also like the videos so that I know you are liking the content I am creating. And of course, if you have anything to say, whatever it is, even if it's about the end of the world, I really don't mind listening. Just place a comment and I reply to everything. Okay, so what we are going to do today is remaining on the kind of same topic as the backups. Now, you may be able to guess what that is already, and if you can't, then let me clarify. Within this project, I'm now at a stage where I have created these first few applications. And really, if I go ahead and make any changes here, well, I need a backup of those changes. I do not want to go ahead and ruin what I have done here now. Okay, so I know it's only 5 applications, but still 5 applications, as we will learn within the training, can be actually quite daunting. There is a lot to do. There are so many options with these forms, and that is usually the pitfall with some people when they look at Scriptcase for the first time. They open up one of these applications, such as me now, a form. And with all of these options that we have here, oh my God, it is a lot. Okay, so and that is also why I'm creating some of these videos to help you understand some of these options and make it a little easier for you to know what some of these options are. Okay, so I don't need to actually code anything today. I'm not doing any development within here. What we are doing is we are going to save our lives as well as our project. Okay, so I have my project option up here at the top, and within this lovely menu here, I have 2 amazing options: version history and increment version. And what I want to do now is click here, the increment version. And that will magically give me an amazing option, which allows me to increment the version of my project. Okay, so now I'm going to say version 1.1, and here I will indicate that this is the customer area ready. Okay, so I know which step I am at, and I'm also adding here the version 1.01. Okay, and I will click increment. And now Scriptcase has gone ahead and saved those applications for me. Okay, and I can revert back to them, I can copy them, I can abuse them again in any shape or form. It's great. But now I can just go ahead here and click open the new project version, and it will recreate the project with all of the applications, as we will see in a moment. But for now, we have here the full time it has taken for this. Of course, the larger your project is, the longer this time will take. Okay, and in this project, I have 5 applications, 48 fields, 3 events, and 0 logs. And because of that, it pretty much took next to nothing. Okay, so seconds. So it's really worth doing this to save your project, to save your work, to advance in your project. Even when you make little changes or big changes, whatever they are, you are planning to add an extra module to your project, go ahead, increment the version. Before you start adding your security, stop, increment the version, save what you have there, or in the various modules as I am doing now. Okay, so this is what I am doing within this specific project. So here now, if I go ahead and click here, open the new project version, you'll see everything is now outdated. Okay, we have no generation values. The project is basically brand spanking new. Now, I don't know if I can say that, but I think so. But anyway, so here we have then our companies as well as our grids, the customer grids and forms which I had previously created. They haven't been generated yet, so I can go ahead and run here, for instance, the company form, and then it will generate a new form for me. So there's my company form as well as then my company grid and so on. Now, if I want to go back to that, I can check here again my version history. And here I can see the version 1.0.0. And so what I will do now is I will go ahead and lock that. Okay, and that way I can no longer edit that version. I can go back there if I wanted to. I can open it and then go back there, and then Scriptcase will load the 1.00 version for me. Notice the version up here in the corner. It will tell you the project and also give you the version. Okay, I have my applications here. You see they have all been generated. And now, of course, I can go back to my other version, back here to 1.01, and click here the edit. And that will then again open that version. And again, you see I have not generated these applications yet, and they are still outdated. So with this versioning, I can go back and forth from one version to another. Of course, as I just indicated, I can lock one of these. It stops me from editing it. I can still, however, delete it. So not being able to edit it, I am unable to access the platform now. Or this version of the platform, should I say. Okay, so as you increase, you may want to lock them. And of course, I could go ahead, lock this one, come back here and edit this one and back and forth as you please. Okay, which is really cool within Scriptcase. Now here, if I go ahead and edit here, within the version 1.00, and say for instance I have made a mistake in my version 1.01, I can choose one of my applications and I can choose here the copy, and then within here we have the versions, and you can see here I have one project, I have one version 1.05, 1.06, 1.07, 1.8.1, 1.9. So there I have used multiple versions. And if I come down, I can find then the project I'm currently working on, which is here the TPL. No, that's wrong. That was previous application here. Quote invoice system. And within this project, I can then go ahead. There we have the 101, okay, because I am now in 1.00. I am not having that version displayed. And I can select that, and I can copy that application back into that version of this project. Okay, so that has saved my life a few times within projects and of course working. And when you continue to work on a big platform and you want to add more features, more capabilities, always use your versioning. And of course, if you need to increment again, you can always return back to the increment version and increment. Now remember, I am viewing now version 1.00. So if I increment now, it will go to 1.01, which is more than likely an issue because I already have 1.01. So be aware of making that mistake. Do actually come back to your version history, lock that version so you don't access it again by mistake and so forth, and then access your 1.01 version. Okay. Now, if you are inside of your 1.00, as I just was, you may have noticed it has immediately taken me to the 1.01 version, or the latest version, which is unlocked. So that is there also important to note. And now, of course, I can continue with my project, which, of course, as I mentioned already, if you want to know more about, you will have to subscribe or check back later, and there you will know what this project is all about. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you again very soon in another video right here on Scriptcase by Jamie.